All righty. Hey, I'm Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon. Oh, what is this? This is the Dragon's Lair. The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos. Yeah, and I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be, man. We're having a great time today. Continuing on in our thing that we're doing here where we're looking at the podcast, the Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos. We're looking at doing the podcast and the podcast alone. So this, you're only going to be able to get here, the Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos. And we're focusing more time just on the podcast, the listening portion where people can drive down the road and listen to something, man. So we've been doing a look at Miklo One Percenter's book, The Spirit of the One Percenter. And I've been getting a lot of hate mail from this. Like, Miklo is not a real one percenter and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know what it takes to be considered a real one percenter. I guess after you kill somebody, after somebody surrounds you and your boys, tells you you're not real, takes it to the next level, and you got to kill them in the parking lot or at the gas station. Or they come over to your clubhouse on that BS, and after you take one out, then I guess you are considered real. Yeah, at that point. Yeah. But short of that, you ain't real. Short of that, you walking down the road, living your life, doing what you want to do, ain't real. And, I'm fine with that. I don't really care what anybody has to say about anything that I'm doing. I'm just trying to do my thing out here. And I like Miklo's writings because I think Miklo is a good writer. And he has a hell of a lot of people that are on board with what he's talking about. But we create content here. We're content creators. We create content. And we're not afraid to take on issues that other people might feel uncomfortable with. We're not afraid about talking about anything. We're not afraid to show the other side. If I got someone who is quote unquote a real one percenter who wants to bring his message, I'm gonna put your side out and read your books too. We don't believe that any conversation in the motorcycle club world is a conversation that is out of bounds. We want to talk about everything, the real and the so-called unreal, the natural and the contrived, the stuff that happened through osmosis and the stuff that happened by design. So we are in Miklo One Percenter's book, The Spirit of the One Percenter by Aaron Miklo, One Percenter Soboda. And he's given me permission to read his book to my audience. So this is why we're doing it. You can get his book on Amazon and hopefully the audiobook by me. Maybe he'll let me do his audiobook. But anyway, we're going to read Article 3. And I was told in a text message by Miklo that Article 3 was inspired by myself and the father of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, Paul Pep Perry. So I'm interested to read Article 3 to find out what's in it, especially if myself and the father of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation had something to do with the inspiration for this article. So I'm really excited to read it, and I hope I like it. So here we go. Spirit of the One Percenter by Aaron Miklo, One Percenter Soboda. And we will get right now into, let me get you some, no, that's too, I want a little more upbeat. Let's see. There we go. All right. We'll go into it here. Try a little French. Oh, hell. I already know what this is going to be about. The Article 3 is entitled Try a Little French. Oh, wow. This is going to be cool. Good morning and happy Easter, MC World. So he wrote this on 04/04/2021. My God, he wrote this on my birthday. I did not realize that my birthday was on Easter in 2021, but it was. Wow, so this was kind of dedicated to me. This is weird. It was written on my birthday. Holy moly. Try a little French. I already know what this is going to be about. Good morning and happy Easter, MC World. Miklo 1%er here, wishing you all a great Easter Sunday. Today I'd like to talk about a phrase that was taught to me a long time ago by a mentor of mine and an icon in the MC world of today. A phrase which his mentor passed down to him. That's exactly true. A phrase that is a constant guide to true north in the motorcycle club world. That phrase is, stop saying me, I, and start saying we. Try a little French. Oh, that's cool. As a relatively new 1% MC that's ruffled a lot of feathers in our nearly 10 years of existence, you can bet that we've seen our fair share of problematic individuals come and go that just couldn't cut it in a motorcycle club. Well, something we've noticed is that literally every single one of them had a terrible habit of saying I instead of we. Every single disgruntled member that has ever left our club or been put out has always given a big I, me speech before leaving. I did this and I did that. I expect this and I expect that. I'm this type of person. When I want this, I do this. I need this. I need that. I. What's in it for me? And all the rest of us are able to say, all the rest of us are able to say is, there's your problem right there. Count how many times you just use the words I and me until you start saying we and us. You're never going to make it in any club. Even problems that arise between good brothers within the club can often be traced back to one or both saying I and me instead of we and us, and can usually be resolved by simply reminding them of this. The funny part is that people often make it a lot more complicated than it needs to be. This isn't some deep philosophical thing I'm talking about here. I'm literally talking about the simple act of consciously avoiding overuse of the words I and me when dealing with your club, and trying to use the words we and us instead. I can pretty much guarantee that if you do this, it will solve just about any problem you come across within your club, and it will help you live your best club life every day. It's not about I. You should never be joining a club to serve the I. You join a club to serve the we. That is the club as a whole. The fact that this generation has been nicknamed the me generation says a lot and means that we have a lot of work to do as leaders and brothers in the MC world. But I have faith in this saying, try a little French. Try saying we instead of me. If everyone does this, then problems should become virtually non-existent inside clubs. And when they do arise, they should be pretty easily resolved. Don't take my word for it. Speak a little French. Thank you for reading and have a great day. Much love and respect always. Miklo 1%er Los Perros MC. You know, I got to tell you that I can remember telling this story many times. When I was a young man in the motorcycle club world, the founder of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, Paul Pep Perry, used to get on me all the time about my vocabulary. He said my vocabulary was wrong. All I could ever seem to talk about was me. He wanted me to talk more about we. He felt that we meant all of us. We meant together. We in French means yes. When I used to say, try to speak a little French, we means yes, we can. Yes, we can accomplish anything together. We are strong as a fist, as a hand, and as a hand that is comported together, it's like a knife. We slice through the air like a karate chop. As a closed fist, we move through the air like a bullet. Together, unified, the fingers of our hand each folded together to create a fist or a knife hand or eagle claws or whatever martial arts formation you might think of. It's a disciplined unit. But if all the fingers in our hand just flapped around and did whatever they wanted, moved wherever they wanted, did whatever they wanted, you couldn't put together a spirited attack. One finger would be bent back, the other one would be bent forward, the other one would be spaced crooked. You'd look around and hit somebody with your hand and break all your fingers. And the only way that the hand can be formed into a fist or a knife hand or something like that is the fingers must come together and build a wall, each finger strengthening the other, such that the totality of the hand creates the fist that can break through a board or a wall or something, punch a bag, break some ribs. Or the knife hand comes together like a wall and forms a ridge that can be used to chop a board in half, to chop someone in the throat and collapse their windpipe, or whatever the case may be. But you got to have a congruent hand working all together as one. It's like that in the MC. It's a team effort, not pushed by any one person or one personal agenda. No one person can do it. You must have the formation of the we. Everybody cooperating together, the synergistic energy. Synergy is a term that means two things combined such that once they are together, they are stronger than they could ever be apart. The fingers together as we form a synergistic bond of strength that can be used in your karate chop, but that you couldn't chop a board apart with one finger. Try it. Close your fist and leave your pointing index finger out and try to chop a board with it. You'll break your finger off. Extend all the fingers into a knife hand and chop the board with a rigid, firm hand and chops through the board. You'll be surprised what it can do as it works together with its other finger brothers and sisters as one. Together as one. This can only be accomplished by seeing things through the we. So stop saying my, mine, I, me, and start to say we. Yes, we can. Yes, we are. Yes, we have strength. Yes, we are one together. Yes, we. We. And that's what the MC is all about. It's about us. It's about we. It's about ours. It's about our effort together. It's about what we can do as a team, as a unit. When you ride, MC to me, MC means move the crowd. You don't look strong and hardcore like an MC if it's just you. There's no parade. You know, when the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club pulls in, the road captain rides through first and picks out the line we're going to ride together. And he comes back and meets us back out on the street, and we roll through in a parade. Each guy on his beautiful motorcycle, music blasting. We pull through, circle up, all line up, one right after another. Shoot, 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 shoot. Road captain blows the whistle. We all sit up straight. Road captain blows the whistle. We all back up to the curve in unison. Road captain blows the whistle. All the kickstands go down at the same time. Road captain blows the whistle. All the bikes over onto the kickstands at the same time. Road captain blows the whistle. All the motorcycles turn off. Road captain blows the whistle. Everybody steps off the motorcycle at the same time. There's strength. People see the Black Sabbath pull in, they scream, "Oh my goodness! We ain't never seen nothing like that." That's the way we used to do it in the 70s. A strength of coalition, a strength of uniformity, a strength of we're all on the same damn page. Check us if you will. If you seem to doubt our will to be combined, you will be seriously flawed. You will find that you made a mistake. And we demonstrate that by how we move together as one, together as one, together as one. And to move together as one, you got to think together as one, you got to be together as one. You have to want to be one. This is the discipline behind the we. Every military unit does it the same way. Every military, every team, every football team, every basketball team, every rugby team, every special ops team, every team of developers, every group of construction builders, they're on the same page. They're thinking about the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than us. The bigger picture is the picture of what we can create if we try, if we put our minds to it. And it requires some things to think in the we. It requires loyalty. Absolutely, it requires loyalty. Yeah, it requires cooperation. It requires sharing. It requires compromise. It requires thinking about someone else. It requires putting yourself in someone else's shoes. These are all the things that are required. And if you can get those things in your mind and moving together, then you have understood the we and how the we affects the motorcycle club. So I'm so proud that he took Article 3 and from myself and the father of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, who told me 34 years ago how to focus on the we. And now Miklo shares that with you through us. How to focus on the we, man. How to focus on the we. Well, I guess that's my time. In the submarine world, before we dived, you would hear the klaxon. Dive, 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 dive. Chief of the watch, diving officer, make your depth 150 feet. Man, those days are gone. Look here, man. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos. It records to this podcast that you can get anywhere where you get podcasts. We'd love to have you. My books, the President's Bible, Sergeant-at-Arms Bible, Road Captain's Bible. No, I don't have that one out yet. Let me see. The President's Bible, the Sergeant-at-Arms Bible, the Public Relations Officer's Bible, and the Prospects Bible are all available on Amazon Kindle. The Prospects Bible is available on Audible. The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership, will be out on Kindle in the next week or so. And we're just moving forward with the creations. we're spending a little bit more time on this platform to give you guys some real cool, just podcast-only stuff where, you know, you don't have to figure out the visuals and all that stuff. A lot of times I'll explain for my listening audience, this is what's going on. And we don't have to do that because we're just doing a podcast dedicated to you guys. The Dragon's Lair, Motorcycle Chaos, wherever you get your podcasts. We broadcast every single solitary day. And we're from Black Dragon Biker TV. And now we're doing at least 3 or 4 times a week. We're going to be doing something special like this. Reading from Miklo's book and others. Talking about things. We'll do some interviews. We're going to just have some fun here, man, to help your drive time or wherever else you're looking at us. So, man, we love you. We'd like to thank you for tuning in and let you know that, man, I appreciate you all. Also, look out for our channel, Think Tactical. It's thinktacticalnews.com as well for our news channel, Think Tactical. And Black Dragon's survivalist blog on Facebook. Same thing. I'm going to change that name to Think Tactical. And the podcast is Think Tactical. So you might want to check that out if you're a prepper type wanting to get ready for the end of the world. We talk about those kinds of things on Think Tactical. And BikerLiberty.com is my online news magazine, so make sure to check out BikerLiberty.com as well. All right. It's important that you know we are not fake news.
You are fake news.
Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust.
Biker news you can trust. Biker news you can trust. Biker news you can trust.
No, we're not biker news. We're not biker news we're not fake biker news. We are the real thing, man. And hope you enjoyed what we had going for you today. And tune back in, man. Stay with us on this as we have some fun. All right. Take care, man. And I'm out.